Hi.
Hello, everybody. Let us know if you can hear us. Oh, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering where we are, we're at the bottom. We're over here.
We're down here.
We're tiny because we want you to see all the characters. But hello. Hopefully y'all are having a wonderful day. Happy Charmed Witch Week. And we are celebrating the series finale of Charmed.
Yeah, can you believe it?
That is kind of crazy. I have been getting emotional. I've been in my feelings this week for sure. So, especially because we just uploaded our unaired pilot to Charmed, our reaction. We just posted it up. So if you haven't, go check it out, like it, comment down below, let us know what your thoughts are. If you want to see the full one, then head over to our Patreon and see the full one over there. But here we are. We have made it to Charm Week, a week that I thought was so far away.
Yeah.
Initially.
And it's here.
Yeah, it's here. That's crazy. But yeah, let's say hello to everybody.
I mean, I have to first just shout out because I love this comment. Carback says, "We're here, we're queer, we're ready to vanquish the demon of fear."
Wait, I love that. Yes. Well, as you guys know, before we do shout out, I just pinned a comment. If you want access to this tier list, kudos for Cody for putting this together.
I made this.
Yeah, he sat down, he made this. This is the Horror Bandwagon tier list. Please feel free to do your own, rank them. Share it in our Discord if you're a member, or if you're a Patreon member, or if you want to post it on your Instagram, make sure to tag us so that way we can see it and share it on our page. That would be amazing.
Yes, and I do just want to give shout out and credit to the Charmed Wiki, where I got pretty much all these pictures from.
And also, just a heads up, we did do ones that we felt were either recurring popular characters, pretty consistent characters, or ones that we feel like should be on this list. If there's some that didn't make the cut, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, inevitably there are going to be some people who are in a handful of episodes but did not make it onto this list because there's just so many characters for us to cover.
We would be here forever, so hopefully y'all understand.
Too Much to Bear says, so if someone's missing, we blame Cody. Got it.
No!
That's right. Just remember, if someone's not on here, Cody decided they were not important.
All right. Let's shout out to our members right now that are in the chat.
All right, so tonight with us, we have Barbie Jealous.
Well, shout out to our member here, which unfortunately we can't see. But our members shout you out. We're shouting you out. New member, Core 4. It's blocked on our end, unfortunately.
Yeah, we cannot see it. But we have Barbie Jealous with us tonight. We have Charmed 3144. We have David Chambers, our wonderful mod. Thank you,
Charmed
David.
3144. Okay, Kiara.
We have Joyce with us. We have Tony. We have Too Much to Bear.
You shout out our mod.
Yes,
David
I
Chambers.
did.
David Chambers. Yeah.
I did, but another shout out for David.
Oh, sorry.
Chambers. And we have Carmel Adam with us tonight. Who else do we
Honey,
have?
did you see Honey? Go back up.
Where?
Go back up a little bit.
No, I shouted him out.
Sorry, I saw Honey.
We have my boyfriend, Dan Vask, my king. And I Can Prep too, member for 18 months.
Yes, I can prep too.
Says, hey guys, my dad has been going for tests recently and cancer cells were found. Do
Oh
us all
my
a favor,
God.
make an appointment and get your prostates checked.
Oh no, I'm so sorry about
Yeah.
that. We are keeping your father in our thoughts, in our wishes, in our love. We're sending that over to you, and we're hoping for the best.
Yes.
We're definitely hoping that good news arises. All right, we're getting a couple people here. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little tough. It also, like, just based off of the comments for the past year and a half, and the scarcity, just because we haven't been present as much because we've been avoiding spoilers.
Yep.
But this could get vicious. People are passionate about their Charmed characters. With that being said, because we have now, this is our third ranking live stream that we have done.
Yep.
Last one we did with Angel went great. We all had a lot of fun. We were respectful to each other, and we heard each other out, which was great.
Rar, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, can you just extend this part?
Oh, yeah.
Just so we can see it a little more.
Says, just do the math, and 433 comments for the 3 shows is insane. Sorry, that's so excessive. Hopefully it boosts the algorithm. At least love taking this journey with you. Appreciate y'all. I mean, we will finish. Sergio saw it in a second because I think you had a couple more things to say.
Did,
and
but
I
thank
so
you,
rudely
Rar.
interrupted. Thank you, Rar.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
We do just want to shout out Rar, who has left a comment on every single video.
Every single video, full detailed on their thoughts, their opinions. They have been on this journey with us since the very beginning for each show. Watch every episode, comment on every video, told us their thought, breakdown of each episode. You have no idea. And I have to give it up to you also because there have been some weirdos in the comments who are being like, what are you doing? Why are you leaving this longer comment? And I'm like, girl, why are you not?
Yeah.
This is detailed.
This
is great.
from all of you.
I love that. And Rar has been just super amazing and has been just a big supporter of our channel since the beginning. So thank you so much, Rar, for that.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, George!
And George is here. Hey, George.
I'm just out of Wicked for Good. I'm a mess, but just want to say hey, sending lots of love. We love you, George. We miss you. Please go over to George Alexander over to their channel. They're covering Buffy. They are coming up on their 7th season, and they're also covering Angel on their Patreon. So please go support him as well if you're needing more of that content.
So I do want to let you finish your thought though, because I don't want to lose it. So we have been. This is, like you said, our 3rd ranking, and
I forgot this drink is alcoholic. So
would you like to finish what you were saying?
Wait, I do want to shout out to I Can Prep too. Says thanks everyone. I appreciate the caramel wishes. Didn't mean to put a damper on the stream at all, but it is Movember, and I do want you all to be healthy. No, totally, absolutely, that is very, very important. Honestly, that's something I was thinking about too. I'm getting older, so I want to make sure that I'm checking up on everything. But yeah, we left a link here so you guys can click on that pinned comment, go over to that link so that way you can rank these characters along with us. And we're hoping that you leave them in our Discord if you're a member or Patreon member, or if you are not and want to share it with us, then tag us, the Horror Bandwagon, on Instagram, share them to your stories so that way we can check them out and see where you place these characters. And we're going to explain each tier very, very soon. But with all that being said, I started saying it before. We had a successful one with Angel. Everybody was super respectful, but we pretty much say like, these are our opinions. This is our video. So these are our personal opinions of these characters and of these seasons. We're hoping that that's what you come here for, to see what we're going to think of these characters at the end of the day. Please, by all means, if you do not agree with us, that is completely okay. You guys are entitled to your opinions. However, please keep it cute. Don't be weird. And don't be rude. That's all that we ask.
And we're not saying that we'll accept $5 donations to increase the ranking of people. Which I'm kidding. That is a joke. I want to be clear.
You want Cole to be taken out from the bottom? You need to pay. You want baby Wyatt to be put up higher?
Well, see, it's $5 to raise someone up a tier. It's $10 to put them down one.
I love that we have Kit. I totally forgot that we have Kit on this.
On here.
That's so funny. But yes, guys, we're here to have fun. That's at the end of the day, we're here to have fun. Let's be respectful. We have some mods in the chat as well.
Yep.
So we also want the chat to keep it nice and cute and safe.
Yes, I want to call out a couple comments that came in while we were talking. Too Much Bear says, I got my bedazzled pitchfork ready.
Oh my God.
And Dottie May says, I just know the level of hotness is going to influence Sergio's rankings, and I think that is unfair because it's going to influence mine too.
We both find people hot.
We got some people dropping their rankings of the sisters in the chat.
Nice. I love it. Anything else before we like completely go into this? We're also gonna like take our time with these thoughts. But you know, off the bat, I will say this. It is gonna be really hard to kind of rank the OG sisters.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like it's kind of a given to give them top billing. You know, like why like I just feel like I gotta put that out there, you know?
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe we'll surprise each other. And like again, also another thing, we do not discuss where we're going to rank these characters with each other at all.
I have no idea what our character rankings are. I don't know what our season rankings are.
We don't know. We kind of have like, oh, what range do you put this season on? But that's the extent of it.
And
so,
only for one or two of them.
Yeah, but we have not discussed this with each other. So this is literally like off the top of our heads in this moment. I did write down my rankings, but that could change.
Yeah. Also, just one last note on this. This is also reflective not only of like our personal thoughts, but it's also our personal thoughts right now. We could
yes,
100% like
we're entitled to change them at any moment.
Yeah.
So
so just please remember that if we like rank someone super high and you're like, what are you thinking?
We don't know. Maybe we're not thinking in the moment. All right. I kind of wish that we saved the sisters for last, but let's go through the sisters anyways. Okay. Oh wait, no, do you want to try to explain the tiers?
So I will say we've been like learning and evolving our ranking system. If y'all tuned in for our Buffy rankings, we ranked the Buffy characters and the villains separately, and then we combined them for Angel. But we were learning and taking notes. We are hearing your comments, and we are now going to, instead of like trying to say like we like this character versus we dislike this character, like based on like, are they a good person or a bad person? Like a bad guy's always going to be near the bottom.
Yeah, it was kind of tough to like fit those.
So we're instead just ranking based on like how iconic they are. So it starts with Book of Shadows material, which is icon status. And then we'd call them for backup where we're like, you know, they're nothing to turn your nose up at.
But they fit right in up towards icon.
Yep. Pretty good for Witch or Demon is like, you know, they're decent.
They're so we can go neither here nor there with these characters.
Yep. Meh, could use a power up. This is like, we're thinking they're kind of weak. And
forgettable.
Get the Athame is like, get them out of here.
We're not about them. We're just like just go. I also love the word Athame, and this is the first time I've ever heard that word, which is from Charmed. That's how I learned that this word existed. But all right, let's start. I think this is a good one to start with.
Yes.
Paige. All right, guys, remember, as we go along, try to stay with us on these characters. So like, we're on Paige, so let's focus on this character.
Yeah, also to avoid confusion, because the order that we see the screens in is different than what's on your screen. On your screen, Sergio is going to be on the right.
Wait.
No, because
mine will be over there.
Yeah, yours is over here. I'm saying
for us.
For us.
Yeah, not for you guys.
Yes.
It should be fine for you guys.
Point is, we're gonna match which side you see us on your screens.
Yes, and you don't see the cursor, right? No.
Correct.
It's fine. All right, Paige. Oh my God! Wait, hold up.
What?
You need to get up and go get the Book of Shadows.
Oh my God, I totally do.
That is blasphemy. Oh, and while you're at it, go get Mermaid Phoebe too.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Everybody, take a little break. Take a little break right now. She's on the shelf. Just in case you guys don't know, it's one of our Patreon members, so freaking amazing, sent us their own Mermaid Phoebe Book of Shadows. Their own Mermaid Phoebe that they had, and they were like, I want you guys to have it. I'm like, yes, please. And it looks just like Phoebe, which is amazing. Girl, oh, you broke her back.
I did not.
Cody literally broke Phoebe's back.
Listen, I'm trying to hide the fact that I have legs. Y'all only ever see us from here out.
He's literally scurrying like. All right. Let's get to it.
All right.
Also, I just want to like open the book. Actually, no. Let's start this live stream with saying the words.
Okay. Well, we do also want to just show off Mermaid Phoebe. Look at her.
Sorry, you can't see too much, but it's there. Carbeck says, it's been 2 months since Patreon finale, and I still didn't get my shit together enough to send you guys the charm package to open on this stream. Oh no, Carbeck, it's okay. Do not worry about it. You being here, it's totally enough for us.
Absolutely.
Wait,
and
which one
we'd
should
be
I...
happy to open it on a future stream.
Cody's like, I mean, if you still want to.
Okay. So we need to read this first,
okay,
and then we can go on to the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
Hear now the words of the witches, the secrets we hid in the night. The oldest of gods are invoked here. The great work of magic is sought. In this night and in this hour, I call upon the ancient power. Bring your powers to we sisters three. We want the power. Give us the power.
And then, of course,
a spell for invoking the power of three. Hear now the words of the witches.
Oh, This is all the same.
This is all the same. Okay, we did it. We did it. Okay,
congratulations,
cool.
Go us.
We did it. Yay!
But yes, we do have this Book of Shadows. It is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It does smell like maple syrup, which is not a bad thing. I actually really like that smell. But I think it's because the material that they use to make the the pages the way they are, but I actually kind of like it. All right, sorry for the delay, guys. We're 19 minutes in and we have not ranked any characters. This is going to take a long time, so hopefully you cleared your schedules because we are about to start. Okay. George says, oh, we missed an opportunity for Sergio to go, boo!
Yes.
Ali ran to get my Book of Shadows too. Oh my God, wait, yes, I love that. Ooh, okay, we got RF Reaction says, love your guys' channel. Please, you guys should check out Z Nation TV show. It's an amazing show. We didn't know. RF, just a heads up, please don't spam in the chat. That would be nice.
Yes.
But yeah, we haven't heard of that. I'm only guessing that the Z is for zombie. All right. Paige. All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm putting her Book of Shadows. She's an icon.
Well, let's hear you out.
I really love Paige. I think that coming off of season 3 with Prue's death, I really think that she did a good job of like filling that void a little bit while also like still being her own person.
Yeah.
And I really like that like she really grew into a brand new like sister energy that we didn't have in the original 3, but I think it still like, completes everything. I really like that she spent so much of her time through the journey of the show trying to like really truly fulfill her purpose, and like trying to figure out like what being a witch and a white lighter means to her, and how she like brings that about, which I really appreciate. That was sort of like the journey that Prue was going on in season 3, but I really like that it like came to its logical conclusion.
Yeah, I remember knowing that Rose McGowan would join the cast at some point. Did not know how or when, but when she did, immediately like fell in love with her, and I think that the character has been great throughout it all. I loved just the leadership moments that she has, and like just the way that she goes about herself, because it's like, yeah, her presence makes sense with the rest of the sisters, but she also is her own person, very much so. Like she doesn't really act like the other two. Sorry. Which I really, really like. And I mean, it's funny because this past season 8, as I'm editing, I'm just like, she gets more silly in season 8 for some reason. I think like Rose McGowan started to like act a little bit more laid back with the character in this season in particular. But there's like specific moments I think that were comedic genius from Paige. One of them having to be there was a fall that Paige had that was so funny to me. But Paige plus her powers are really cool. I love that we finally get like a full circle moment with her getting her the healing and just her going for her white lighter senses. I'm going to put her at Book of Shadows material. I think she is iconic, and the minute that she steps on the scene, she flows right in, and it's just great. Okay. Oh, Oh, okay.
Phoebes is next.
Guys, okay. I never knew, because now that we're done with the show, I'm going back and seeing comments. Girl, the visceral reactions to a character like Phoebe, I've never seen before. I thought Xander had it bad in Buffy, but like Phoebe goes through it in the comment section. Do you want to start? Should I?
I will go first. So I will say, because I also like, I haven't had the chance to go back and really read through all the comments. And I also never like, I know that there was some behind the scenes drama that I haven't like.
We
really
don't know the full extent
too
on
deep into it.
Like what's what. I know there's this video that breaks it down. I was meaning to watch it.
And
you got to be honest with your heart.
I'm still putting her in Book of Shadows.
Oh,
I understand that there are some times in the show where like Phoebe can sometimes feel like there's a point, I think in like season 5 around there, where she starts to really just like, I have deadlines, like
with
her glasses are down here and she's just like giving you that like leave me alone, silence in the library look. But I do really like her character. I like that she is I think one of the more I think she's one of the more consistent characters, honestly, throughout the like seasons 4 through like 7 or 8.
Yeah, maybe not in regards of her powers.
Yeah,
but at least like her drive and her personality,
drive, her energy.
Yeah,
like she from day one knew she wanted to be a witch, and she was like really all in on it. And she brought that consistent energy to the rest of the show. And I really do enjoy her character. I think that she had a lot of really great moments to be funny. I think also that her arc with Cole is one of the most memorable aspects of this show. And while she made some choices that were maybe a little questionable at times, overall, I cannot imagine the show without her. I wouldn't want it without her.
It's true. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna transfer to my reviews. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I think it's true. I think when we saw the unaired pilot, it's like Phoebe's presence was missing, and I'm like, this is the missing part. Like Phoebe is a great addition, and this is mostly on the character. Remember, guys, we're judging on the character Phoebe as a whole, and yeah, she did make some questionable choices. I mean, the whole Cole saga was rough, but in a good way. Like it got something out of me, and I love a queen that can really just go for the drama, you know, and she really brought it. And I think there was like moments where her character might have got lost in the sauce because we were busy, like maybe she wanted to find love, but then she wanted a child, but then she wanted to pursue her psych degree, you know, but also like this other part. And I feel like that can go for all the sisters, but I kind of wish that we kind of gave her a lot more. I think Phoebe is definitely a person I feel like deserved a bit better in her character. She was very consistent. Like her personality was very consistent throughout it all. Also, shout out to I Can Prep too. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes.
And we're the Woogie Man. I do think that she has. Oh God, what was I saying? What was the last thing I said? She was very consistent.
Yep.
Yes. Later seasons, it got a bit more tough because she lost her powers and then kind of barely used her powers, and I kind of wish that she would lean more into it. But at the same time, I think she is a glue that holds some of the stuff together. And I found her super funny still till the very end. I think Phoebe also is someone who has very great comedic chops. I'm gonna go with Book of Shadows material. Yeah, I can't not put her in icon status.
Cardback says Phoebe was a flawed queen, and we love her. And I think that really sums up a lot of my thoughts, because I do think that even though like think back to the very first time that she had to decide, like, are we gonna kill Cole or not? Like,
yeah,
like at the time we were both screaming like, just do it, he's evil. But like,
oh yeah, I saw that we got a lot of flack from the Phoebe defenders.
I do really think that like she has a lot of moments where she is like being like a real human.
That's what it is. She is probably
like
the
she
most
makes
human.
mistakes and lives through them.
I would say Piper might be up against her and the most human of them all, but like, yeah.
But like I appreciate that we can have a character here who like has flaws that don't feel like they really detract from the character significantly.
Also, Phoebe had the most like changes in hairstyle. Let us know
That's
your
true.
favorite Phoebe hairstyle in the show. Going back, I sent a B ranking from Sergio. Satanic says, okay, Phoebe ain't my cup of tea, but she is a charm one, so fine. Book of Shadows it is. Okay, see, I love this. Okay, next up, Piper. Honestly,
I mean, this is no question for me. Piper is my single favorite character in this entire show. She's the GOAT. I love her.
she's the GOAT!
I really truly hope that I have the chance to meet Holly Marie Combs one day.
Yes, that is the goal. I feel like there should be charm specific conventions, just like Buffy.
Yes. I just like, and I don't think that there's a single character who was able to just like cut right to our heart and make us cry more than
She's so
Piper.
fucking good.
She does such a good job at portraying all of that emotion. And I really love her journey from starting at the very beginning of the show where she's like, she is almost timid. And like she's really afraid of her powers, and her powers kind of reflects that she like freezes and doesn't like that she has the chance to like think and act instead of having to be so impulsive. I think that really fits her character, especially early on, and that she grew into such this like matriarch and anchor of the family.
Yeah.
I really love that. So Piper is clearly Book of Shadows for me.
I feel like if we ever had to choose, I think it's all equal for the Charmed Sisters, but if we ever had to choose like a narrator or like a main lead of the show, I would think it's Piper.
Mhm.
I think she has such a great character progression from the first season where she's like scared to go to the church, and then throughout the rest of the season where she's strong, where she's going into the oh my god, what's it called? The elder world. The high up elders.
Just up there.
Up there. She goes up there and fucking tries to grab her husband back. Like she is more than just those were points where I was afraid that Charmed was gonna box her in on just being a mom and just being a wife, you know, like she is just more than that. She is so strong. She truly fit into the older sister role so freaking well. The heavens. So freaking well. I think she was phenomenal. I think her storylines were so well connected, and there were moments where like I wish we got more of her trying to be a chef, and I wish in the final season we had more of her really taking over being head at P3 a little bit more. But I feel like those are like minor things that we could have really focused on, because there was so much happening at hand for her character. I think Kiara said this regarding season 4, her best acting, and I know this is touching on the actress, but like still Piper herself, like performance wise, gave us some great performances in season 4 and at the end of season 3. I mean, even at the beginning of season 3 too. Sorry, I haven't said Book of Shadows. Honestly, if I could, I would put her at like, I don't know, the heavens. Yeah, a step higher.
And next up we have Prudence Hollowell. So Sergio has already revealed.
Sorry, Prue is my girl. Prue is my girl. I can't say this is something. I can't say I'm a Prue defender. She's a flawed human being, just like Phoebe, but Prue is that girl. Prue is always going to be that girl. She's going to be someone I look up to just moments where she's fearless, but also so fearless that she is insecure, and she shows it, and that's her flaw, and she can't fully be a well-rounded person that way. But that's perfect. That's fine. I loved her power. I'm like, there are moments where I wish she was there in the show more, because I wanted to see so much more from her. But like, oh my god, that final episode of season 3, holy crap, did Prue go through it, and it showed. I just love this character. I fell in love with her from the minute that she came on screen in the pilot, and it was so sad when we lost her at the end of season, or at the beginning of season 4, where she didn't come back. So like it definitely felt like something was missing, but I just love her. I think all 3 seasons for her were great.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with everything that you said. I think that we talked when we were ranking Paige about how Paige really came in and like filled Prue's shoes very well in a way that like didn't feel like she was replacing the character, and that's because there were shoes there to fill.
And she filled her own shoes.
Yes.
I think Prue was always going to be some presence over the show anyways.
Yeah, and I understand why. I am a little disappointed that we weren't able to get even like little flashbacks of Prue in later seasons where again, I get why. I understand what was going on behind the scenes, and that it really was her choice not to be featured, but I just really loved her character. I like you. I love how strong she was and how she was really like being the head sister for the first 3 seasons.
It's so funny because I have Prues in my life, and I think that those are like the kind of women that I like try to be friends with. You know, it's just like these kind of personalities, and I feel like one of my friends, it reminds me very much of Prue. So I think she's just amazing, and I will try to defend her, but there are moments where I can't. She is just a flawed, just very much like, she's kind of like my Buffy, because some people really can't get on board with Buffy, and I understand that, though I do think that Buffy might be on a different scale.
And then
wait, do we want to pause because we just did the 4 sisters?
Yes.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I just can't put any one of them down. I can't. I don't think so. Maybe down the line, maybe if I'm rewatching season 3, maybe Phoebe goes down to we'd call them up or backup for now. But like as of right now, as a whole for the whole show, I think I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
What are the people in the comments saying?
We do have a lot of people who are agreeing with us for Prue.
Okay.
I thought I saw a comment that said that she actually did want to be in the final episode. So
shit.
I could be wrong. I thought I read somewhere that she had chosen
not to
like fully cut ties with the show that Shannon had.
Not someone saying rank from your most fave to your least, like the witches. Oh my god, I can't. They're all so strong. But if I had to, do you want to just really quickly do one?
Yeah, and I mean, like,
they're all fucking great, but like story-wise, this is how I would go. Oh. Piper. I think this is my order. Really.
I think my order is Piper, and then Paige, and then Prue, and then Phoebe.
Okay.
They're all really close, but I like this is what I feel in my heart.
I think this is what, and we're there. We can do that. Thank you for that suggestion.
Carbeck says, "I'm not really close to it."
I'm sorry. Sergio looked in pain with that one. Well, because like I don't want to be like this witch is the worst. I don't think they're the worst. They're still top tier for me. But yeah, rank them in the chat, guys. Let me know what you guys think. We're gonna move forward with the other characters, but I see someone ranking them says Prue, Paige, Piper, and Phoebe. Also love that they're all P's.
Yeah.
I love that they kept that consistent. We got some Codys and we got some Sergios.
All
okay,
right.
I feel good with that. If at least like one person agrees with us, then I'm okay. All right, let's get to
the 5th sister, Billie.
Quote unquote 5th sister.
Well, I say this because Billie was like shown in well, we might have some minor spoilers for the finale as we discuss this, everybody.
Oh yeah, just so you guys know, we filmed that reaction like 2 months ago. So
if you're watching this and you have not watched the reaction
please log
yet,
off.
just please be aware. It may come up. I put her in with the sisters because she is shown as being part of the family in the future.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, that makes sense.
I think with Billie, this is really tough.
This is actually great because we set a standard with our witches by putting them at the top.
Yeah.
I actually really like that. Ooh, you're struggling, babe.
I think I'm gonna put, we'd call her for backup. And I say that because I do really love Billie's character. I love that in the final season, we got a brand new witch who's going to come in and make brand new witch mistakes. And that like we get to, she almost to me represents the sisters moving fully on into being like mentors and leaders to future witches.
For sure, yeah.
And Billie was their opportunity to really start to pass on the knowledge that they learned. I don't think that I can put her in icon status. But I really like Billie. I think that her, I thought that her power was really interesting. They were able to do some interesting things with it. She is a very strong witch in her own right. And even though, she went through it in the final season, she ultimately came back to the right spot. And so I feel good with her here.
I was struggling because I was gonna put like pretty good for a witch or demon, like, but the thing is that I do like her character. I think that I like what they did with her, and I think Kiara puts it pretty well. It says, had we vanquished her first, we wouldn't have needed to deal with the other one. I think having her involved in this plot and how easily she was able to be persuaded does knock some points from icon status, but I also think that I wished her character was introduced a lot sooner.
Yeah. Santanico Pandemos, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, said I think she just needed more seasons, and I would agree with that.
Also, Jacob Core 4, I don't even know if you're in here. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I know you are.
Yeah.
Hey, Horace, missed your faces today. Hello. We miss you. Yes. I think she needed more seasons. I mean, Kaylee Cuoco, I think, is great, and she's talented, and I love the stuff that she's in. Actually, I haven't seen Big Bang Theory, but this is more about the characters. But because she did so well with Billie, that I was very much on her side, and I wish we got her a little bit sooner. Yeah. Otherwise, maybe she could have reached iconic status. But as of right now, I'm going to put her at we'd call them for backup, but that could change the more that we talk about other iconic characters.
Yeah. Also, I'm really happy that Billie has a good, strong, solid future being in Priceline commercials.
Oh, Chris. Chris.
Honestly, I don't even need to think about this one. Chris is an icon for me. I love Chris. He is one of my, I will not apologize for this. He is one of my favorite characters. I think I can say that this was also like a childhood crush for me. Drew Fuller is just like, he's just great. I really like, I loved the twist of him being Piper's second son.
Yes.
And that he came back from the future, and I loved that. I thought it was so interesting. And I really enjoyed his addition to the show.
As you guys know, I had a rough time with Chris's character. I had a rough journey. We did not agree for a lot of the season, and I think season 6 handled that character really well, because by the end of it, I was crying. I was like wanting him more, and by 7th season, I was like, I want Chris back, because he was just a perfect addition. It was a different kind of energy that he brought. But with that being said, does he deserve, in my opinion, to go to icon status? Sergio hated him first time. I did. I just, by the end of it though, I went around. I mean, I'm even bullying the baby that is Chris later on. So, I do like the character, but I don't know if I can put him on icon.
I do want to say Anon says neurotic icon for
Neurotic.
Chris, which I think it makes sense for him.
Or some people say that Chris deserves icon. Chris is a great mix between Piper and Leo. Kind of annoying, but great character. Yes.
I mean, I also love the journey of him with Leo, where like he never really knew his dad, like growing up.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
like he came in hating him and grew to love him, and Leo grew to love Chris. I loved it. Anyway, this is your ranking. I don't want to take over.
It's kind of hard.
Ooh, while you're thinking, Carback says, big question. Do you think Chris was a gay king? Bianca was his BFF hag.
I don't know. Actually, I'm going to go with Kid. I wonder what Drew Fuller thinks about that question. But yeah, gay icon. So are we getting Charmed Horror Bandwagon merch? Yes.
It is definitely coming.
Working with our artists, that is coming for anyone interested. We are still getting it. The artist just, we couldn't work in time.
Yeah, the timing didn't quite work out to have it for this week, but it is definitely coming. So if you would like to, get some Charmed Horror Bandwagon merch, keep an eye on our channel.
Yes, we're releasing that very, very soon. Don't hate me, guys. I'm gonna put him. We'll call him back up. I just can't put him up with my sisters here. I can't put him up there. I did the fact of the matter is I was not on board with his character but he was very interesting. He did provide drama. But I'm giving him. We call him back up.
And Carback says Drew Fuller said he supports gay Chris.
Yes. Okay. Wait. I love that. Wait. Did we know this?
I don't know that we knew this. I mean, just on the topic of Chris, though, before we move on, I do stand by what I think we both said in the reactions, which is that I wish that we had gotten a spin-off show with Chris and Wyatt.
Oh, yes. I still think that they could. They both look great. I think, not that, like, you need to look a certain way, but, like, I think they both look Hollywood ready, and I feel like they should bring that back up.
All right. Next up is Coop.
Do you want to go first or do you want me?
I will go first.
Okay.
So, all right. I'm going to preface my ranking by saying that I think that this is at least partially because Coop just swooped in right at the end. And
also, pause. Jacob says, I didn't even watch Buffy, but I definitely snagged a couple Buffy THB sweatshirts. Might have to do the same for Charmed. Yes. Love that.
I'm going to put Coop in could use a power up. And I think that this is at least partially because we really didn't get much.
It was
with
too
him.
late.
He showed up
It was too late.
and then they were just in love now.
Yeah.
And I feel like it felt like we should have built it a little bit more. I feel like there was potential there. We just didn't have enough time for it to really flower.
I think they fumbled the bag. I think I'm gonna put him also at meh. Even the listen. Oh, did you guys say that I was gonna be affected by hotness? Yeah. And what? I'm gonna put him at meh. Only because he just didn't have enough time. He was charming, but I found so much more chemistry between some of the other people that she ultimately ends up with, and it just felt a little rushed. I think it's not the character Coop's fault, really. I think if he was written a little bit earlier, I would have probably been more on board with it. But I was in the moment just very into him.
Yeah. All right, we got Darryl.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Or do we want to both go?
King Darryl.
Iconic. Justice for Darryl. Darryl's iconic. And he's not even magical.
Yeah, I'm so sad that we didn't get any of him in the final season. I wish that we could have gotten a little bit, even if it was a flash forward to the future, because I do feel like
he should have been part of their lives at some point of their I don't know. I don't know all the behind the scenes stuff because I know that season 8, people were telling us that season 8 was budget cut central.
Yeah.
But we needed some closure for Darryl.
And also, the show did him so dirty in season 6 by like making him just be the person that was being used to hurt the charmed ones, and that like he had to remember being like falsely accused and executed.
That was a very traumatizing point. I
couldn't make his memory go away.
I did kind of like it for the actors, so that way he can kind of show his range. He kind of got something a bit meaty to work with, but I think he was like just the way that he was portrayed in season 1, where he was against the charmed ones and then had to step up in the role and really be there for them, no matter how much they abused him for everything. I wish his character got promoted, was working somewhere like really like connected, so that way he was looking out for the charmed ones. So I don't know. He's great.
And his only connection was being Andy's partner in season 1.
Yeah.
Like that's
but
it.
like skeptical partner that was like always trying to be like, don't mess with those girls over there.
I mean, it's not like he had a ton of history with the sisters before that. Like he stuck around because he knew what they were doing was right. And he stuck around through a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Also, he's hot.
Yeah.
So. That might get me too. KT says, before we go, I wanted to clarify the doll is okay. I made for you guys. If the face needs to be repainted, the coffee burned. Oh no, and destroy the face that my cock. Oh no. Hopefully everything's okay, KG.
Yeah.
And keep us updated. Again, yeah, whenever you can. Yeah, I feel confident with that. Who's up next? Sheila.
I feel comfortable putting her in pretty good for a witch or demon. And my main reason for placing this here is because I wish that we got more of her. Like, I like that even when Darryl was starting to pull away, like she stuck by the sisters. Like there were times where like she was like, something is not right. And I feel like I want to be in their corner. I feel like we could have gotten her character like more, even just as like we are friends with the sister. It's like it doesn't have to be like constantly attached to like Darryl as his wife in the arc of the story.
Yeah, I kind of wish she got participated a little bit more in all the magical hijinks. It just really felt like they didn't know what to do with her character, and Darryl needed a life.
Yeah.
So like they added Sheila in, but then also Sheila was like kind of wishy-washy here and there between like standing up for the sisters, but then like causing more stress for Darryl. So I'm gonna put her at meh.
Okay.
I'm gonna put her at meh. I like her as a character, but I think we could have done a lot more than what we were already given.
KG says, anyway, bye guys.
Bye, KG.
Bye, KG.
Roar. Though it's true, Kitty says no question she kept that secret.
Yeah.
She did keep things under wraps.
Well, and she was also telling Darryl at times like they're doing good things. Like you should help them.
Well, there were times where like she's like, I don't know why Darryl's not helping you guys. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
did he not tell you?
Anyways, Grams.
She's an icon. I love Graham so much. She is another one of my absolute favorite characters of this show. And even though we got a ton of her, I could have used more. I just really loved every minute that she was on the screen. She was so sassy. She like didn't put up with people's shit. I love it. I don't really love that she was involved in Victor not being a part of their lives as when they were younger.
Our queens are flawed. Okay.
But yeah, I really love her. And she held it up on her own for so many years with these sisters.
For sure. Get the Athame.
I was like, do I need to talk to you over here?
She's an
Oh wait.
She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment.
Put her on icon, baby. She's my icon. Love her. Her first episode, honestly, is one of my favorite episodes, and I actually want to go back and watch that right now. I think it's that 70s episode.
Yeah.
Or that 70 something. Love her. And only bad thing Gramps ever did was leave that cursed ring around.
She did.
True. Oh, so she wanted to fight. No, she's fucking iconic. She's so funny. Another person I would love to meet. She seems like a sweetheart. And her actress was in Night of the Demons 2, something that I did not even realize until way later. And Night of the Demons 2 is this horror film, super campy, super gory. She plays this nun who goes bonkers, but in a good way. Please go watch that. Grams is amazing in it. Anyways, yeah, icon. Henry.
Where do you think you want to put Henry?
We'll call them up for a backup. I love Henry. I'm sorry, guys, but I love Henry. I wanted him to be in more seasons, but his actor is funny. He was funny. He was perfect. Sorry, I think the alcohol is hitting me right now. He's perfect for Paige. And it was like a couple that I truly believe that they went. Like, I don't know. I love Henry, and I think if he had more seasons, he would go up to icon. But unfortunately, he didn't. I want to go see what other stuff this actor has done, because he seems really good. So I that's where I place him.
Yeah, you know what? I think you talked me into it because I was gonna put him in pretty good for Witcher Demon, but I do think you're absolutely right that like he matched Paige's like vibe and energy so well, and I really think that they were a great match. I do wish that we had a little bit more time with him in the final season, but
Too Much to Bear says 10 gifted to lower right. Oh my god.
I want to be clear, Too Much to Bear, that was a joke.
No, we don't want that. Hey, Chris and things.
Hey, Chris.
Kid is so funny to be put on here.
I just remember a certain point in like season 4 or something.
Where's the cat?
And it had been like 2 seasons since we saw her.
Nobody
it
like
just came out of nowhere.
Nobody even questioned or asked about our cat. And I feel like having a cat is such like a witchy thing to have, right? And I love that they had this type of cat, because the cliche is always having a black cat if you're a witch, and they didn't, and they had this cat. I wish they were bought. Though someone said that they died. The original one died. I heard.
Wait, I know. I remember somebody wrote that.
Someone
in a comment.
wrote that. Oh my god, I would have been so sad.
Charlie Wu says, I think they forgot about the cat.
Damn.
Also, wait, Michelle says, pretty sure Henry's actor was in a random boy band in the early to mid 2000s.
Stop it.
We must.
I need to look that up. Kit. I don't even know where to put Kit. I really don't. I'm going to put Kit at pretty good. Pretty good, because I kind of liked where they went with Kit's character, where Kit is actually a familiar who turns human and takes care of other familiars, right?
Yeah,
or something like that.
And I'm gonna put her in that tier also for that same reason, because like we really like this cat just appeared twice and then that was it. And then out of nowhere we got this episode in season 5 where not only do we find out that Kit is a familiar and is a human and is now keeping all these other familiars, we also get like little baby Zachary Quinto.
Oh yeah, we do. We do get a baby Zachary Quinto. I love that episode, and it's so funny because I was asking for Kit so many times because Kit was in the opening theme. Like they showed Kit's face. So, yeah, pretty good. I the only reason I put them in pretty good is because I don't feel like we've had enough of them to go beyond that.
Yeah. All right, Leo.
Everybody say your perfect Piper Leo.
Leo.
Or like Leo. Oh, we got a Leo as meh. Wait, hold up. Are we like switching up on Leo? Hold up. What's going on? Chat, you're scaring me. Oh my God. Everybody's saying Leo.
Leo.
Okay. Here's I love Leo. I do have to say I prefer seasons 1 through 4 Leo. I think after that, his character, even though it's actually, no, that's not fair, because I would be a hypocrite, because at some point in the reactions, I was like, I wish that they would do a little bit more for Leo, like give him something to do besides save their life. And then they do, and then it's like a whirlwind of like Leo doing things and then going away and all that stuff. Carback says Leo slander has risen over the years and it's crazy work. Oh my God. I just like, the thing is, I think Leo and Piper are such a great bickering couple.
Yeah.
You know?
Charlie Wu says Leo is checking with the elders to see where he falls on the list. Oh, that's
Let me check with the elders. Let me check with the elders. Oh my God. Jacob says, oh my God, Patreon randomly put on a Charmed episode while I was at work and it was depressing Leo episode. I stay watching the saddest episode. Oh my God. That's so funny. Please continue to watch. We love this show.
Yes. So I
you
think,
go, because I don't really know.
I think in my heart of hearts, I think Leo goes in. We'd call him for backup. He is certainly like.
But why don't you put him at iconic status? Oh, sorry.
We'll get there. He is honestly like he's the like perfect love interest for Piper. And I'm a little sad that over the course of the show, like it was their love and their happiness was like always like almost right there, but they could never like quite reach it, because then the second that they did, some shit would happen and like Leo would have to go away, or Leo was an elder now and was still being a dad until suddenly he wasn't being a dad. And then Leo lied about being an avatar and hid that from his wife.
Very true, but that was complicated. He was going down the dark path, and what was Piper to do?
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that I think overall, like, I feel like I can't quite justify in my brain.
No, that's completely okay, because I also am thinking we call them for backup, and maybe that is because the way, again, we're not trying to spoil our reactions to the finale, but the way that everything ended felt like I wanted more justification for Leo and have Leo have a bigger part in the final season.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if he did, I would put him definitely in icon status. But I think he was definitely like a second thought for season 8, even though like as a character he was very important and talk about. Oh my God, Carback. And I love the actor, but again, it's not about the actor, it's about the character. But I like fell in love like with Piper for Leo.
Yeah.
And their love was so strong, but it got so complicated towards the end. For now, I'm gonna put him we call him for backup. I think that's fair. He's with his son. Look at that. That's sweet, guys. That's so nice.
All right, we got Patty. Listen, I
love her.
I love her. Here's my honest to goodness thought. I wish that we had gotten more Finola Hughes on the show. I loved the energy because she felt like our mom. Every time she was on screen, she felt like our mom. And I love that. And I'm so sad that we didn't we couldn't get a little bit more of her. And I
would have loved more times with her. We got a lot more Grams.
Yes.
Definitely. But Patty was definitely here and there. I'm sure that was like scheduling stuff.
Because I know that she was really busy. She was on what, Days of Our Lives?
She was in a soap opera for sure. But she was, I will say, loved what they do in the future. I'll leave it at that. But I loved it. However, I don't think she's as iconic as Grams.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I'd put her, we'd call them for backup, which we would.
I agree with you. I think that
she's still mother, but just not as mothering as grandmama.
Yeah. All right. Baby Wyatt.
Go to hell!
Where do you think Baby Wyatt goes?
This is so weird. I actually...
Oh,
actually,
General Hospital. Thank you for the correction.
Actually, I kind of want to put him in icon. Is that weird? This baby was the most powerful baby in the world. And he was going zoom, zoom, tossing bitches around.
Yeah, he was like, I like that dragon. That's cool.
He
Boom.
didn't listen to anybody. Piper could barely like control him. I think he's kind of an icon. And when he first spoke, scared the shit out of me. I'm gonna put him in icon. I don't care.
I mean, I also want to put him in icon because he really like he was a threat from day one.
No, you're going to pass him over for Chris again. Wait, meaning like I choose him Wyatt over Chris. Damn, that sucks.
I didn't. I put them both in the same category.
Oh, that's true. Damn. Boo me.
Yeah, but I agree. I think that Wyatt brought a lot of like, there were times where it was like, Wyatt just shield. Like that was just the solution. Wyatt shield, and then we didn't need to worry about it anymore. But
yeah,
I loved how they explored like all the different like he really did have the entire demon community shooketh. And that's great. I love that for him.
Yeah, I like the character wise what they did and how powerful they did. Yeah, I think that's where I put him. Okay, now adult Wyatt.
Adult Wyatt.
Wait, do we have evil?
We do not have evil.
Oh, we don't
Wyatt.
have evil Wyatt.
We only have canonically correct.
Well,
adult
I do
Wyatt.
think we should consider adult Wyatt, like evil Wyatt, but let's in our heads rank them.
Are you just saying that because evil adult Wyatt was hotter because of the hair and the bulging chest muscles?
The bulging chest muscles. But I do like not evil Wyatt. This actor's just hot overall. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put him. Oh.
Kiara says good and evil Wyatt are both icons. I don't care. That man is fine.
I do think this is okay. This is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
I gotta say, I think we call them for backup for good Wyatt and for evil Wyatt, icon.
Okay.
I thought he was such a great villain. This guy could switch to being evil really good. And the few times that we saw him when he was evil was great. And I kind of wish we got like a good, like big bad several episodes where he was really taking over the storyline. So I would put evil Wyatt, icon. Good Wyatt, we call them for backup.
See, now I wish I had put evil Wyatt in here.
It's okay. We just remember that evil Wyatt is wherever we're putting them.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you because we didn't get as much of him as we did with Chris, and like he showed up one time and literally just like yeeted some demons. Like they were dead.
But and his wait, talking about evil Wyatt?
No, I'm talking about adult, because there was an episode where adult Wyatt came back in the past, and he was just like, bam.
Yeah, that's true. That was really cool. I'll give him that. Sam, right? This is Sam.
Yes, this is Sam.
Okay, Sam.
I know where I'm putting him. I really don't care for his character that much.
Oh! Paige, I'm so sorry. Your dad is dead.
I just like.
The tea.
I feel like he could have been we could have gotten so much more from him in terms of like being a mentor for Paige in the way that Leo like wasn't and couldn't. And it's just not what we got. And what we did get is someone who like showed up for Paige, I think a sum total of once.
And didn't even show up to her wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, it could be the writers, but we're taking the character as is. He did not show up.
This man can teleport, and he teleported everywhere the fuck else.
And he did not show up to our funeral. However, I will be a little bit more forgiving. I do root for Sam, even though I do think Paige is in the right to feel how she feels in regards to her dad and be like, you're not really there, and we fixed things and you still didn't try. So I'm gonna go with Matt. Could use a power up. Definitely could use a power up. Like, girl, get it together. We're giving you chances here. I've not had anyone in the Athame yet.
All right, now this is making me feel even worse that I forgot to add Evil Wyatt here, because we added, just for shits and giggles, OG Victor.
We have OG Victor.
So this man was in this show for one episode, and he had some weird chemistry with the sisters.
I did find him. Okay, this is kind of weird because I do find them both hot, both Victors. No, because I love Victor. I love the Victor that we have now. I'm gonna put both of them up in the thing right now.
Okay.
But OG Victor, I don't know. I'm gonna go with meh. I'm gonna go with meh for OG Victor.
I will also go with meh for OG Victor,
because our Victors that we have now, that's Daddy right there. That's Daddy.
Absolutely.
That is Daddy.
I'm putting him right in backup.
I put him at backup too. That's Daddy.
Because you know what?
Maybe icon at certain points whenever he's showing his chest hair, but I don't
agree.
know.
He didn't do a "is my girlfriend secretly a demon" background check. He could have done that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
but he stepped up in season 8 and like really took care of these boys.
Yeah, for sure.
And even though like he wasn't around for a lot of the girls' childhood, I do think that he really repaired that relationship with them. And
he's trying.
Yeah.
He's trying. This version of Victor is so good, and I every time that he comes on screen,
like this Victor, I understand why Graham kicked him out.
Yeah. You're right. But this Victor, it's kind of like, Graham, hold up a second. Let's talk about this. He really stepped through. That's why I'm kind of teetering with like icon status, but I'd say we call them up for backup. We're playing it safe a little bit here.
Alrighty. Next we have Aviva.
This is kind of hard because I love the actress. I love Danielle Harris. But you have no connection to Danielle Harris, so
not really.
Where would you put what's her name? Aviva? Aviva. Do you guys remember Aviva? Do you guys remember her?
I struggle with this one.
Get the Athame. She was kind of a terror.
Yeah, I'm gonna settle with Athame. I just like, I wish that we had the opportunity to like have her guest star in a future episode.
Bring her back.
Her back and let her show that like she did redeem herself.
There's actually quite a few characters that I wish they brought back at certain points.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I feel good with this because we didn't really get like much redeeming qualities from Aviva as a character. It wasn't great.
Well, because I remember her lying to, I want to say Phoebe in particular.
Yeah.
Like she lied to her, put us in danger, and just wasn't doing really well with her powers. I'm going to say meh, because I could use a power up from her. Like if she brought herself back, was brought back and had a better storyline. Not a better storyline, but like a different storyline that redeemed her a little bit more. I would have been on her side.
And next, this woman may look like Elise, but this is Aviva's aunt. Because the same actress played both characters.
Oh, I was like, that's Elise, girl. Oh my god.
It is so funny to me that we did not
We did not.
acknowledge that Elise's actress was Aviva's aunt, and then 3 seasons later was a character who was
I
not
do
Aviva's
remember.
aunt.
I do remember the comments saying that. I do remember that. This is Elise.
This is Elise.
This is not the aunt.
This is Elise.
Sorry, we're going for Elise.
I
No.
feel
I feel so bad that if I put Elise in icon status and like Leo is not in icon status.
we can adjust our rankings.
Wait, and like Mom and Victor.
Elise could have fired Phoebe so many times.
Elise is such a fucking icon. She is so funny. She knows what she wants. And the fact that Phoebe stayed at that job for as long as she did, because Elise is literally sometimes could be the worst, but like in a good way.
And also, like, I almost feel like Elise is an icon specifically for that one episode where she pulled rank and she was like, no, you stay here. You do your column. I always let you leave for these random family emergencies. I have a real family emergency now. And then we see her later on a date.
Oh no, she passed away?
Oh, no.
Rip to the actress playing Elise as well. Oh, I remember the date part. That was really funny.
I think that I'm
I
gonna
feel
put her
good
in
with
backup.
call for backup for sure. That's still a high ranking, guys. It's still a high ranking. When we were putting this together, what's her name? Did you get her name?
Jenny.
Jenny. Do you guys remember Jenny?
I'm not gonna lie. I did not remember Jenny.
I didn't remember until I saw her face in this tier list. Jenny was this sister-in-law to Dan. Satanico says, keep up the fun, my peers, until next live. Love the reactions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Dan's niece. What did I say? Sister-in-law? No, that's not how that works. A girl. She barely made a dent in my life.
Are we gonna finally get the Athame rating?
Because at the same time, I don't really care for her. I don't care. Like, I just didn't care. And I get what you know what I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think Jenny was what they were trying to do with like what Billie did right, which was put in like a younger presence
Someone
that they can
for
mentor.
like the sisters to mentor.
Yes, which Billie does a lot better, miles better.
Yes.
Sorry, girl, you're getting the anthem. Because I'm sorry, guys. I just do not care at all. I have no feelings for this character.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
But maybe that's because I don't remember her. Because maybe if I rewatch it, something will. And not to bully children. Yo.
Katie B says, when you guys shared the link for this ranking to make our own, the first strong impulse I had was Jenny Athame.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean that's where it goes. Oh, are these our leprechauns?
Yes, these are our leprechauns.
We don't have them like the specific ones separate, right?
Yeah,
they're all one.
So we did talk through this as I was putting together the rankings.
I forgot. Sorry.
We talked about what I'm about to say.
Got
We talked through how many magical creatures to add into this ranking.
That's true, yes.
And we felt that the leprechauns needed to be here because of how often we really they came in clutch for us.
Plus they were in the final season too, so I feel like their presence was very popular.
Like I know that we had nymphs, we had muses, we had the giants.
For sure.
But I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna put them pretty good for Witcher Demon.
Okay.
Because I'm still a little salty that like after all the times that we called them and asked them for help and then just left them with a thanks, that they were like,
no, Seamus would have never let that slide. I don't think Seamus would have ever done that shit. However, I do think we could rely on them if the attitude could just like come down just a little bit. I regret saying that last bit. We call them for backup. That's where I'm.
All right.
Yeah, because I think they're iconic. I like them as a group. I like when they come back, and I like their connection to Paige in particular.
Yeah.
I like that Paige has just like this connection where they just thrive to her, which I really, really like.
She's an icon. She's an icon.
I miss this man.
So
Don't go because he's already dead. There's no reason.
it's true. Actually,
Icon. I'm sorry, but I miss Andy. Andy was great. Andy and Prue chemistry. I just can't. I just liked him. Kiara, how dare you? How dare you? Andy is not Stalker. That was my first sobbing like a baby episode, I think.
that is true. I'm torn between these two.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I feel like I would call Andy for backup.
Fair.
Not only because he literally provided backup multiple times, but also like I don't quite love him so much that I want to put him in icon status. I think that he was a huge part of driving season 1 forward. Of course, because we had Andy, we now have Darryl.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the love story between Andy and Prue, and I'm so sad that we lost him. But I don't know. I feel like I can't put him in icon. When I look at all the other people who are up in icon,
Fair.
I can't put him there.
Yeah, I mean, this was my first instinct, especially with this character. He's a character that I remember fondly throughout from the beginning to the end. He provided a lot of struggles and conflicts in between, even when like knowing what happened, like when Prue was honest, there was layers to his character, which I can't say the same for some other characters in this list that people think are popular. I think Andy does really, really well. And honestly, at the same time, I'm okay with him dying in the first season, because I think that's like just like a perfect part of his character from beginning to end, right? I fear like if he had been there more down the line, it might have gotten a little we might have lost him in the sauce a little bit. So I think he had a very strong one season.
You think that he came in, he burnt bright, and
he came in, icon, get out.
and Steffi K says he needed to die for Prue to evolve, which I think is also a really good point. You know what?
No, you do not feel like you need to switch it.
See, but now I'm second guessing myself. No, I'm gonna stick by my decision.
Okay. What's his name?
So this.
I feel like it's Antonio.
The actor's name might be Antonio. This is Bane Jessup.
Oh, this is a guy that we found out is like a piece of shit. Actually, he was like a love interest for Prue, right?
Yeah. So he was in Miss Hellfire.
Miss Hellfire.
And he came out in just the towel at one point.
It's so bad that Cody just has to say that, and I immediately immediately know where. Oh, like which pair of abs are you talking about? Got it. I didn't really care for him. I honestly thought the scenes were hot, but I mean, between like between Prue and it was Sheet.
Oh, was it a sheet? It was
just in a sheet.
It was a rectangular piece of cloth.
Yes. Great body, and I think the chemistry between Prue and him were great. But another person that I don't think I can put up any further. It just has no. And he was like technically, I don't know. I got to go back into the specifics. I don't know if he was actually a villain, but I'm gonna get the affirmation.
I'm gonna agree with you. I mean, he was there to be a set of abs on screen, and And I do think it was supposed to be like Prue can get it.
And wasn't that like literally like Barbas' episode? Wasn't Barbas in that in Miss Hellfire? Hellfire.
I think he was.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I'm okay that he had only like one episode. I'm fine with that.
Wait, no. Didn't he come back in 2? I thought he came back in. I thought he was in 2 episodes.
That was what the like was doing in that sentence.
Oh, meaning like just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Barely an episode. Cole, do we even have to be here for this? Guys, Cole. I'm predicting much Cole slander incoming. Slander? I mean,
Cole,
let's think about the character.
Cole was a tragic and complicated character, and I kind of love that. I love that we had him come in. He was just here to go after the charmed ones, and then fell for Phoebe. At least the human side of him fell for Phoebe.
Yeah.
And the fact that like we had this whole arc where he was falling for Phoebe and Phoebe was falling for him, and then they end up almost vanquishing him, and then he loses his powers, and then he's like and he's trying to be good. He's trying to do good, and he keeps fucking up, and he can't like it's constantly evading him.
Yeah.
And then like he finally like becomes a decent person, and then he has the source put in him against his will. He did not choose to get those powers.
Yeah.
The Seer was like, I want you. And she just put the source's powers in him, and that corrupted him so much. And then like we had that the whole arc of their love story that ends with him being vanquished, clawing his way back to be with Phoebe.
Now, checkpoint. I think at this point, I kind of wish he stayed vanquished. Though he made it to the 100th episode.
And 150th.
And 150th. So there is that. But then I felt like his character kind of started to go downhill a little bit, because there was just so much happening to him. And some of it, he isn't really the cause. It's just like the sisters being like, get away from me. So it's kind of like you built up this character to then just like really hit him when he's down, you know, and I kind of wanted him to get back up, but eventually he needed to get vanquished. But I will say overall, I think he is icon status for me. I think he's a great villain, but a great gray villain where he obviously has this like forbidden love with Phoebe, and he tries to make it work, but it doesn't work for all the reasons that you're saying that he's flawed. I think the minute that he stepped into season 3 was a breath of fresh air. I think once he got there, I was like, oh, we're going down a different road with Charmed. Charmed is getting like a boost here. Even though I really loved 1 and 2 anyways, there's something about the minute that he stepped on screen that really changed the course of it.
Yeah, and I do still like the fact that we had this character who fought so hard to get back to the person that he loved, who was trying to win her back, and then still ultimately got lost in that, like it went too far. He couldn't control that and stop himself, and it ended up leading to his ultimate downfall. I do think that him in the 150th episode, I think showed that he was able to finally learn a little bit and put something in place, even though that something involved putting Piper in a coma. That was not cool. But
that's true.
But like he did introduce the mechanism for Phoebe to finally like get past the damage that their relationship had done.
Even though she does lose her drive for love anyways in season 8, I do agree. I think he had great closure, and I'm really happy that he showed up for that 150th.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put him in icon status too.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
And I'm pretty sure that we said this at the time, and of course we can't move past this without saying R.I.P. Julian.
Well, first R.I.P. Julian McMahon, and also as well as Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. This is all really honoring them and anyone who has been involved in the show who has passed away. Honestly, brilliant work.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Danny. Danny boy.
Oh, and Rebecca Balding.
Rebecca
Elise.
Balding, yes. And also, oh my God, Billie Drago.
Oh yes.
Billie Drago, Barbas, who we will be talking about very shortly. Rest in peace to him as well.
Oh, before we move on to Dan, honorable mention, Cole's sweaty chest hair.
Oh! Did you hear me just turn into a ghost? That man was delicious. Listen, Cody is delicious, but there's TV delicious, you know? Like, you know, we were both will feed off. Okay. Dan. Wait, I want to hear. Does anyone think that Piper should have been with Dan?
Oh, this is a good question.
Stand up right now.
Sound off in the chat.
Sound off. Be brave. Let us know if you think Piper should have chosen Dan. Also, for anyone who's watching this back later on, comment down below. I want to know. I want to know if there's some people who are like, Dan was the better guy. Oh, Kiara. Honestly, yes. I totally agree with you, Kiara.
Cardback. I don't care that Dan was boring as drywall. The face card and chest hair was crazy.
I love that there's just so much chest hair in Charmed. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. Dan. I'm trying. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Oh my God. No way. Dan would. Oh, true. He wasn't able to handle it.
Yep.
I don't think he was a good guy. I think he really did care for Piper. So I don't think he deserves to get the Athame, but I do give him meh.
Yeah.
I do give him meh.
I'm right up there with you. He is such an attractive man, but but he just like he wasn't the man that Piper needed. He never really was. He was like trying to be good and like look out for her with Leo, but yeah, this is where he should be.
This is where you should be. I love that. I still anyways. Who's this?
This is Dex.
Get the Athame.
Oh wait, that's
there's nothing. Okay, I want to preface this. There's nothing wrong with him. I think he was just in a bad position, and there's not much to do with his character except be just like a buffer until, you know, Coop came along. But I don't really care for the character.
Yeah, I say this with the utmost respect. What did Dex bring to the show?
I don't know.
Like, no disrespect to the actor at all.
Yeah,
but
no,
what
no.
did the character of Dex bring to the show?
Maybe disrespect to the writers, but like maybe. But yeah, I'm sorry, girl. I don't care. Bring my man Billy Zane to iconic status. I don't care. Drake, my man.
Drake Demon, as if we needed to know.
Well, yeah. I love him. I thought he was great for 3 episodes. I think he's iconic.
But look, the chokehold that he has on us for 3 episodes.
Yeah, he delivers one of the most romantic lines that I've ever heard, and I want it tattooed somewhere. Think of me when you dance. Think of me when you dance. And the way he says it, I just swoon. I'm sorry, but he's iconic for me.
Yeah, I have to put him up there too, because who else in such a short run really like affected us so much?
No disrespect to Coop, but I do think that if he stayed on, I think there could have been something there for Phoebe, but he served a purpose, which I totally get also.
So actually, here's an interesting question. Would we have disliked Coop as much if we didn't have Drake to compare him to?
Wait, say it again.
Would we have disliked Coop as much if we did not have Drake to compare him.
No, I think Coop just suffered from coming into the show late. I think that is the main thing for me, is that I think he just wasn't given more depth and time to cater to. I think like Drake would have been here, gone, and have been fine, but I think Coop should have been here a lot sooner. Charmed. No, all disrespect to Coop. Drake is endgame. True. I would have loved to see it though. I felt like, see, if that would have happened, I think I would have bought the love. Like you guys are in love with each other.
Like this could have been a like figure out a way around the agreement that he only had a year.
But also like Phoebe at this time, she's looking for love, but at the same time, I think she was in a place that she was independent and she was strong and she didn't need like Drake brought out something in her that helped her and provided something to her. She was feeling whimsical.
Yeah, she didn't need no man, but she wanted that man.
Yeah, it was a good time with him and it just felt natural. So I don't know. He just really did a number on me for those episodes that I wanted him. I'm gonna put him in icon status.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with him.
We're gonna do a little like just review at the end before we end the live stream, just to see if we're comfortable with this. Glen, I'm gonna put him at pretty good. I think pretty good. I think he was
the stretchy king that is Glen.
The stretchy king. He was great. I'm kind of like sour about him because his episode is one episode that got us demonetized for that video. So, but that's not his fault.
I'm gonna put him in could use a power up because I thought that like originally he was a great like person to be with Paige, but then he
oh no, it's your opinion. It's your opinion.
I said at the beginning.
Sorry.
And then this man discovered that we were witches, kept the secret, you know. He did turn himself into Stretchy King.
You know what?
But then he also ran off with some person that he met and did some like whole hiking thing, and then showed up being like, hey, I know you thought that we were like still somewhat involved. We're not. And also this is my person.
Damn, the way it's not even the way that you're saying it. It's just like I'm reminded that those things happened.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put him down to meh. I think no one's gonna be in the same tier as Kit. Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like there's more cons than there are pros when it comes to this character. Yeah. So meh. I feel meh about him. Oh, Jason Dean. Oh my god, McSteamy. Everybody keep your thoughts for McSteamy. He has a disease. He
he does?
Yeah, he has like a, oh my god, I don't know what it is, but he loses like function over his body. It's the same thing that Bruce Willis has.
ALS.
ALS, yes.
That's
so
sad.
keep him in your thoughts, guys. I saw like a video of him and it's like progressively like happening. So yeah, keep him in your thoughts, guys. Jason Dean, I would say also a runner up for someone who really worked with Phoebe. And I personally thought they were really good together. I bought that they were in love, and I just wished, like, he said he needed some time and then just disappeared. Oh, we're getting some meh for Jason. Maybe I'm remembering wrong about Jason.
I mean, I do think that like they worked well as a couple for like a period of time, but I do think that he's definitely not in game for her.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with pretty good.
I'm gonna also stick with pretty good.
Pretty good. He's not the worst character.
He can hang out with kids.
But a good time whenever he was on. He was a charmer.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Agent Brody.
Charm says the relationship. Kiara says the relationship was unethical.
That is very true.
That is very true. And in our ethics tier, that would certainly go down.
Oh yes, for sure.
Brody.
Speaking of flawed kings.
Flawed kings. This is interesting because I think I was like very outspoken about his relationship with Paige that I didn't really like. I don't think I was seeing it. But I actually really did like his outcome.
Mm-hmm.
I liked where he ended up being.
Yeah, me too.
Not saying like, yeah, he's dead, but like the fact that he became a white lighter after all of that, but he did cause a lot of trouble.
He did.
He did cause a lot of trouble. He's not high up for me. I gotta be honest.
I think by the very fact that I can't even decide what tier I want to put him in, I'm gonna put him in meh.
Okay, fair. I'm deciding between meh and get the Athame. And I'm gonna put him in meh. I'm gonna put him in meh for now. Because I mean he did have quite a bit of a storyline, but even then it was just not interesting. It didn't really lead anywhere besides giving information about the avatars and also the fact that he became a white lighter. I like those aspects, but I just wish it was like a little bit. I did love him in Charm Noir. I love that episode.
Oh yes, that was a really good episode. All right, and our last love interest that we...
Oh, Terrence says he technically did get a power up. That's very true. It's very true. Richard.
Our last love interest is Richard. I
liked Richard.
See, I struggle with this because I really didn't like him that much, but I also don't want to like fully hold some of his later actions against him because we know that for him specifically,
Mm-hmm.
Magic was an addiction and it was not good for him. And like, I do think that colors his behavior a little bit because if someone was like just making some of the decisions that he made, like fully on their own,
Mm-hmm.
that would definitely be like very low. But addiction is a disease. And I do think it was really interesting to explore the idea of like magic being an addiction for somebody.
Yeah, somebody did make a comparison to the storyline in Buffy, which was like magic being the addiction. I'm gonna put him down pretty good. I didn't mind him. I thought the storyline was pretty interesting. It just didn't really go nowhere. It kind of just stopped and said like, okay, that's it for Paige, and just caused Paige a lot of anguish. So, but I can't put him any higher than that for sure.
I'm gonna put him in meh because I never really saw the chemistry between him and Paige.
Fair. Angel of Death.
Yep.
Angel of Death.
The rest of this list, by the way,
are all demons.
Are all villains.
Villains.
Yes.
Okay.
Or like villain adjacent, I'll say, because some of them are not like pure 100% villains.
I thought. Okay, I'm gonna say this, but I don't think I'm gonna put him up there.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that his actor and his presence is iconic.
Yes.
I do think he is kind of like now a staple of Charmed, and seeing him more often in the show was really great. I love the episode with him and Piper, where Piper needed to be part of the, like, pretty much take on the job.
Yep, where she was the intern.
Or she was the intern, yes. I think that was my favorite episode of his. So I'm gonna put him at, we'd call him for backup. I think he was a great presence, and I thought he was great every time he was on screen.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with that, and also put him in. We'd call them for backup because I think that every episode he was in was really good, and I really loved that like he was there to remind them that like sometimes death does need to happen, and it's not escapable.
Okay.
Except for that one time that it was.
Yeah, for sure. Belthazor. Girl, the hold that this red and black demon had on me. There was just something. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Belthazor. Icon status for me. For me, icon status. He's great. He's amazing. He's such a great villain. Scary. The look of him within the coat. Perfect. Open this page in the book. We gotta open it.
I mean, I do have to give props to Belthazor because
Belthazor. And we have the little note from Phoebe.
Because like where Belthazor showed up in the show in season 3, like I want to say that he was the first demon that like we needed to do some special shit to defeat him.
Yeah.
Like we had to get a little slice of his cheek. We had to make a little potion.
It was kind of
We had to
gross.
say some magic words. And he was just so strong.
In the book, it says, because there's no known way to defeat him, Belthazor should be avoided at all costs. Well, that was for sure, but we did not. Phoebe. Where do you rank him?
I'm going to put him in a very, very strong, we'd call them for backup. I might just put him first because, like,
Fair.
He was fantastic. He was very scary and imposing. I just like this is one of those things where like as I'm looking at who I'm putting in each of these rankings, he feels more with this crew to me.
That's fair.
Whereas
Barbas.
Barbas, immediate.
You love Barbas.
I love Barbas.
You love Barbas.
I love Barbas. I think that he is such a fun villain. I love the energy that Billie Drago brings on screen every time that he's here. And just like the way that he is always like he's always up to something, he's always scheming, he's always scary, like,
and his acting, his animated arm movements, he is sinister. It's like I don't know how to describe him. He's really just like a different type of villain that we've had that you just want him to keep
like
bothering us.
He's the classic movie villain of Charmed.
Oh, I think biggest mistake is not bringing him back for the 8th season.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone else agrees, but I think he should have been in the 8th season and had some grand. I mean, did we vanquish him? Yes. He had his Chucky moment where he was like, I'll always come back. And yet we did not. So I wanted to see him maybe one more time for the last season.
Charlie is like, wasn't he supposed to show up only once every 1,300 years? That is true.
Oh, really? Is Barbas in the book?
Oh, he's billion% in the book.
Is he? I don't know, actually. Did you see him in the book?
I know that he's there.
No, I don't think it's his name like in the book. Zahn. Oh, we should have put Zahn in there too. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point where I had
There were
to
just so many.
like make decisions. Otherwise, this would be a 10-hour long stream.
Yeah, I mean, it's already almost 2 hours, and we need to get to our season rankings. Whatever. I'll take a look.
Yeah,
He
well,
doesn't have a photo. Oh, Patty made an entry for
Yeah,
him. I see.
Yes.
Oh, so maybe like a note.
Mhm.
Got it.
So where would you put him?
Icon. I love Barbas. I wish he was in it more, but even just the times that we had him was so special. So, and I love that he was very well involved in the season 6 finale. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, everyone's favorite icon. Welcome to the stage,
Christy Jenkins.
Yep. Everybody's gonna put her on. We call them for backup, right? Right?
You're not putting her in icon?
You're not. Forget the antheme. She need a full exorcism. Great powers, but good. Bye. Did you hear me giggling? Oh.
I mean, I can already just tell from the comments, very divisive.
Oh no,
Like,
everyone. Listen, I thought the storyline was interesting. I will say that. I think it provided a great meaning for the sisters, and I think it got something out of me. Like I was like, God, I was screaming at the TV.
She like gave you visceral reaction.
I kind of wish she paired off with like another very notable demon. Like I wonder how her and Belthazor would have done.
There was somebody I don't know who, and we've lost the comment just in the thing, but there was
Tony. I liked her in Supernatural too.
There was someone who said that like she should have resurrected Barbas and worked with him on something.
Ooh, I feel like she should have worked with like a demon. Besides the triad, though, I don't know about the triad themselves. The triad's here at some point.
Yeah, I do think that it would have been really interesting to see, because Barbas is always so like scheming. Like, I think it would have been really interesting to see him like giving her advice on how to like get Billie on their side.
Yeah, but I also just her presence, I think, brought Billie down so much for me, which is why it was hard even ranking her up to the we'd call them for backup. But like, I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna say get the Athame, just because every time she came on screen, I wanted them to just vanquish her already, and the only reason that we didn't want to do it is because she had a connection with Billie. So, but in a way, like, but the thing is, like, I don't think she's iconic. Oh, is that bad? I don't think she's iconic. I don't think she's like a villain where I'm like, yes, like these characters up here, these antagonists, I'm like, yes, give me more. I was like, she was perfect for this amount of season.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her in pretty good for Witcher Demon personally, because
Fine, yeah.
I do think that like for me, when I am thinking of like who get the Athame, like these are all characters that we could just like pluck them right out of the show and I would not feel a single type of way about it.
Fair.
And I do think that Christy's character and like what she kind of represents in this final season was important to the show, like really representing like what can happen if the power gets to you and like you really lose your way. And I also do think that like the fact that like she could come in and like pull Billie and like be so like conniving about it, I think was like she was a good villain in the sense that like you really just like wanted to see them beat her. So I'm gonna put her middle of the road for me.
That makes sense. I think that's a perfect placement. I'm gonna keep mine. I'll rethink it at the end, but because I just like, I just wanted to see her gone. But I totally understand like the meaning behind it, right? Mm-hmm. Like obviously that was apparent as to what was happening. Like a lot of this wasn't her choice, and she was just like at a certain point she just thought one way and there was not coming back. I remember her, but I forgot her name. You looked it up, right?
Yeah. So her name, it's like Darnalian or something. She's the dark priestess who captures Prue and marries her off.
I remember that. And this is the episode where like Piper and Phoebe are evil, right? I loved her, and I loved the scene where her hand gets crushed by ice. No, they froze it and then they crushed it. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool. I'm gonna put her at pretty good for a Witch of Demon. Like, I can't say she's iconic, but I think she was great for her episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you here, because this was like an interesting way of defeating the Charmed Ones that no one else ever really was able to kind of do.
Gideon. Oh Lord, Gideon. This is tough because I don't know what I feel.
I mean, I do think that, like, purely for discussion purposes, I think that the fact that we had an elder as the big bad evil guy for a season, who is acting in what he thinks is the greater good because he sees Wyatt as corruptible, and that like this whole time like you want to hate him so much, but if you take
hate him.
But if you take a step back again, this is for discussion purposes.
I know.
If you take a step back, we are literally told by the show that Wyatt can and does turn evil.
True.
If we are not very careful about it, and so in a way,
and that's his motive.
In a way, Gideon is kind of right in his like underlying thinking.
He's a right that it's like, how dare you fucking be right? We don't care if you're fucking right. You don't get to fucking do this and try to kill our child.
No, he does not get to decide this. What he should have done.
Elders.
What he should have done is like helped put guardrails in place.
No,
or
this is
something.
like big corporations trying to fuck us over. This is not good. This Gideon is the government, all right? I personally, I gotta change my mind right now. I actually put Christy up to meh.
Okay.
I'm gonna put, because actually Gideon did annoy the fuck out of me, and I was so happy when Leo was fucking zapping his ass.
So you want him to get the affirmation?
He's getting the affirmate, because I was like, oh my god. And the whole time he was like, the head honcho person here, I got the affirmate for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him just one tier up, only because I think that the villain concept for this works so well for me.
Yeah, the complexities of like,
God, I hate him.
yeah, he just annoyed me. He just annoyed me. Whereas in like Christy, I'm just like, you know what, Christy? Yeah, use your powers. I think her power saves her though, because Christy has like a good power that I wanted to see her and the Charmed Ones fight it out, duke it out. You know, as opposed to Gideon, where I'm like, get off our dick. Like, that was my feeling. Oh, throwback.
Next up is Rex.
The person that I thought was going to be like the big bad of the whole entire show.
Rex from Bucklands.
Wow, that's a throwback, guys. Yeah.
I'm gonna put him in Get the Athame.
Oh shit!
Because I like he was a pretty good villain. I just like
he was very campy.
Like compared to the villains that we get in the later seasons, he is lower on the list for me.
Interesting. I'm gonna say pretty good for a. No. Actually, reverse that. I'm gonna say Mac could use a power up for what's his face?
Rex.
And I'm gonna put this lady up to pretty good for a witch or demon, only because her as herself, she was so, her attitude towards the sisters, iconic, campy, good, fun. I kind of wish they were around for most of the season, but they got vanquished. I would like maybe a few episodes in, maybe like by episode 9 or 10. But I really like the campiness of both of their characters together, but I think I preferred her over the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put her in could use a power up for that reason.
I agree.
All right. Next up, we are going to try very hard to separate our love for Charisma Carpenter from this character, but I don't know. I really
especially
don't know that
Cordelia.
I can, because like just the warmth that Charisma can bring to the screen is such a big part of why this character works so well for me.
And I felt the character when she got vanquished.
Yeah.
I felt that. I was very sad when she got, and she didn't deserve that. And I love that there possibility could have been some queer love going on between Phoebe and Kira. I was kind of shipping that. That was really good. I'm gonna put her at icon for me. She was great.
Yeah, I'm also gonna put her at icon because this was a wonderful character,
and she deserved better.
Yes, absolutely, she deserved better.
How many do we got? Oh, just like a row and a half.
Yes.
Okay, we're almost done, guys. Hang in there. Hopefully, you're having a lot of fun with us discussing this. But we're almost finished. We're almost at the end. These blonde wannabe witches. They had powers.
I think they're the Stillman sisters. I keep wanting to say Spellman, but that's not correct. This is Mitzi and Mabel and
they had the M's.
Yes.
I thought this episode was hilarious. I love the response from
Margot,
the sisters.
thank you.
How the sisters were just like over them. And a surprise how we were easily brought down by them. Oh my god, get out of here with those blondes.
I'm gonna say pretty good for witch or demon, because even though like the book literally says like these witches are not a threat, and like maybe if they get kind of annoying, but just bind their powers and move on with your day, like they still convinced Chris and the book that they were the charmed ones.
Yeah, I think it served it's comedic purpose
Yeah.
for the episode.
Very funny.
Which is why I think it's pretty good for me. I can't go any higher than that. I'm kind of at meh, but I think the comedic, there's the comedy between all three of them. I thought was pretty on point. So that's what I'm going for. Oh God,
this guy,
Athame for me.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
him
gonna
out of
agree.
here.
So his name is Odin.
Odin, get the fuck out. Not on the list. Oh, shout out to I Can Prep too. Not on the list, but can we just appreciate once more that we got James Avery as an elder for sure? Wow, yes, we got James Avery there, and he also got in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you so much for reminding us, I Can Prep.
Yeah, I don't think that we need to really discuss this any further.
Yeah, Athame, he was the worst.
The worst.
He was the worst. I and even like the next lady, who I thought most of the time I thought she was on her side, but she also was the worst too. She had her moments, not as much as Odin though. I think he was the worst when it comes to them, and I'm glad that he's on par with Gideon. So in my book,
yes, this woman's name is Sandra, and I'm gonna put her in could use a power up because, like, I wish that, if anything, like, or I should say, if nothing else, her character existed to continue to remind us that the elders are at best unhelpful.
and she really provided us no guidance whatsoever.
Like,
at most
she would
times.
just show up and be
She
like,
was very
"What does your heart
soft-spoken.
tell you?" And everything will work out.
And she's like, I don't know, but it is you that can be able to do this. And I'm like, okay, great. But you obviously don't have a backbone to like, so come on.
Yeah, but she's
Mad for me.
She did at least like speak to the sisters with empathy, which is more than we can say for pretty much every other elder in this show.
Yeah. Can we all bundle the elders and make them fall from grace? Honestly, we were going to put just like the elders as a whole, but there were like specific ones that showed up a couple of times in the season.
Shax.
I might be biased. But I'm aiming for Athame because he fucking ruined our lives. And it was so satisfying when we finally vanquished him. Also, okay, this is very inappropriate. No, actually, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. Never mind. But get the Athame for me. He's the reason that Prue died. So,
yeah, I'm going to agree with this. Yeah, that's it.
Though I will say, iconic look. I think his look scary
Very
and
interesting.
This is this look like Belthazor and Shax, right?
Yep.
Shax. The look of them was very cool, unique, very charmed. I like that. Damn! How did you know?
Somebody had to say it.
Listen, I don't know what they were doing, but it was a good time. It was sweatpants season in that episode. Thank you so much. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Inspector Sheridan, which is an easy Athame for me. Girl just could not mind her own business.
Sheridan, yeah. Part of me feels like she deserves better, but at the same time, girl, get out of here. Stop getting in our business. Yeah, Athame for Sheridan. She deserved worse. Oh, true. That's a good point, Billie. It says, I'd actually give Shax backup just because he's the only demon who was able to kill a charmed one.
That's true.
Also, he is the reason the sisters got exposed.
I mean, I would say the doctor is the reason the sisters got exposed because he opened his damn mouth.
That's true. Doc, come on. Oh, why is my thing weird? Oh, is mine a different Zoom?
No, this is just the way that I...
Oh, the layering. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who's next? The avatars.
The avatars. And I know that there are like several different ones, but I bundled them together for the sake of discussion with this because I don't think there was any one avatar that was like significantly different.
Well, I mean, the head avatar. There is a head avatar that was in with Cole before, so there is that guy. But we're gonna group them as one. And there also is one really hot one. I personally am gonna put them at pretty good. I mean, it's the middle of the road for me for avatars.
I'm gonna put them in could use a power up, because these were supposed to be like this terrifying world-ending force that all of magic
That
was afraid
Sandra
of.
was telling us. We don't know what they're capable of.
Yeah. But you know what?
Tony Todd too.
But you know what? We killed a couple of them, or a couple of them died, and now they're like, we need to wait another 1,000 years for us to have enough power to do anything.
I do love at the end that they're like, we'll be back. You do your thing. They were easily like, they're whatever. That's why I think they're like they're middle of the road. But their performances were really great. I thought they had they manipulated us really well, and they made the sisters believe it. So I think it's the middle of the road for me. Oh my God. I'm the Crone, right?
Yep, the Crone.
And she has a page in here too. I don't know where it is, but she's iconic for me. But I'm gonna like, as iconic as Belthazor. Yeah, put her up there for me.
Okay.
I think. Actually, we'd call them for backup because I wanted to see more of her.
I also wanted to see more of her. I feel like I've seen this actress in one or two other things, and of course she was in
Child's Play. Wait, no.
I was gonna say that video game.
Oh, but that too.
Yes.
She was in Child's Play too.
Yeah, I think that she's such a like, she has such a like demanding on screen presence. And
She's
I
so
love
good.
that.
Her acting is beyond, and the whole time. What was this? Season 5 or season 6?
She
Oh God.
was season. I'm pretty sure she was season 5.
I think I want to say season 5, or maybe she returned for season 6 too. But
Yeah, season 5. Thank you, Billie.
oh,
'Cause
perfect.
She was right at the end of the season.
I just wanted more from her. I wanted to see more. I wish she lasted a little longer. I thought she was gonna do some like behind the scenes stuff with like the demons, or try to like watch out for herself. But she really just went full on, try to steal Wyatt, and didn't work out for her. So I think just the lack of her brings her down to, we'd call it for backup, but I really wanted a lot more.
Yeah. All right, next up, y'all already know where I am putting Miss Debbie Morgan. Girl,
She's so good.
I love the Seer. I honestly think that she is my #1 favorite villain, edging out Barbas in this show for me. I just really like, this is another character whose just on-screen presence was just something else.
Lee says the Seer is the reason the word iconic wakes up in the morning. Just saying.
Right?
Mhm.
Like, fantastic character. I loved the Seer, and she was just like always like so ahead of it.
I
Great.
like that the two Seers are up here in your
Mhm.
iconic tier level. Yeah, I gotta agree. I think she was such a perfect villain. She was a villain that we felt like it was a threat, but also so exciting to see every single time she was on screen. She was smart. She did obviously like needed to get what she wanted, so towards the end she had to be defeated, but still I think she was such a great presence. So I definitely iconic for me. The Source. This is like one version of the Source, right?
Mm-hmm. This is like the first Source before
The first.
Well, I mean, he's not like the first. He's the first
Because
Source that we
this
have
is the
seen.
look in season 4, right?
Yes, but before he just had
And
a
he had
hood
like
up.
a hood up, because we also need to remember that is the Source also. I honestly want to put the Source in iconic status for me, because I think this is their first big bad that we talked about so much, and I want to give respect to that. And I also really found him so menacing at the end of season 3 on how he was able to kind of switch things up for us. and put us in a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
Even though we kind of put ourselves in there too, but still, I think he was so menacing. And this version of the Source, also very scary, unique look. Love the makeup, love the acting, and I like that he was brought back in season 8. However, he did get easily vanquished. I was so hoping for like the Source and Christy would have probably done something right there for them to kind of really make it poetic on how they're finishing off the season. But I think it's iconic for me. I want to put some respect on that character.
Yeah, I'm gonna put we'd call them for backup. I do love that, like, this is the first big bad evil guy we got in this show. And he was really scary. I mean, he brought about all of the like really bad things that happened in season 3 and season 4. And he was like really, really difficult to defeat. He even like unleashed the Hollow, which was a really good episode. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in we'd call them for backup. I don't know that I would quite put him in icon status.
Fair.
But yeah, that's me.
Who else do we have down here?
So we have 3 more. We have the Titans.
Ooh, the Titans. I really like them. I thought they were also a threat. I mean, I'm kind of biased because we had chesticles all over the place. But that whole finale was really exciting for me. So I personally really like them, and one of the actors has done a lot of things. I think someone said that they also were in Buffy. So I got to give them a we'd call them for backup. I think that's for me.
And I think I'm going to put them in pretty good for Witch or Demon, even though this is going to mess up and put my whole thing off screen, because I do feel like they were like as big of a threat as they were supposed to be. I feel like they were also fairly easy to defeat. And
True.
Like, that's just a little disappointing for me. Like, they had more promise and they didn't quite deliver on it.
Fair.
Although they did also, like, through this, we got some really great scenes with the sisters, especially with Piper, who was just absolutely refusing to accept that Leo was gone again, and that she like became Mother Earth and like just fully rained down her wrath literally on.
Look, there he goes, praising Piper when we're talking about the Titans.
So yeah, I'm gonna leave them pretty good for Witch or Demon.
Carbeck actually came up with a really good thing. We should have added the Grimlocks. Why didn't we add the Grimlocks?
It was one of those things where like I was trying to just like not.
There's just so many characters, guys. It would have taken us forever. Goes for, I think we already said it at the beginning of the live stream, goes for a lot of the mystical, fantastical creatures. There were just so many to do, and we're already at 2 hours.
Yeah.
But if we were to put the Grimlocks, personally, I would put them at iconic status. I think they're pretty scary. I think, I mean, sometimes they are used for comedic relief at later times, but I think their initial episode was very, very effective. And I love that they also came back, I think, for the Halloween episode, which is really good. But when I think of like the Grimlocks, I think of Charmed, which is why I think we probably should have added them here. But I'm gonna put them on iconic status for me. Where would you put them?
I think that I would put them in, we'd call them for backup, because they definitely like weren't the strongest demons that we've ever faced. But they were definitely like doing the thing that they needed to do, and they were formidable villains when they were like on the screen.
Yeah. I could prep too. Thank you so much for the super chat. And said, just like the sisters, you toss the leprechauns. What do you mean? Mean like in the thing? We have the leprechauns. We talked about them. I don't know, but we can't have all the creatures, guys. Sorry. Okay, the triad.
Oh, I may have missed them with mom duties. Yes, they are right here.
Yeah, we had a whole segment where we talked
Sergio
about
has
them.
them at we'd call for backup, and I have them at pretty good for Witch or Demon.
The triad. Now we're talking about like specifically season 8 triad,
Yes.
not like triad that were
Because the triad did show up once earlier. in the
before.
show.
I'm gonna. They're pretty powerful. They're pretty powerful.
Yeah, they stuck around after they were vanquished, and they were like pulling strings behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put them in. We'd call them for backup.
I'm gonna say pretty good. I'm gonna go just the middle of the road.
Okay. And then our very last is Zankou.
Oh, God.
For me, like I feel like Zankou has to also be icon status.
I think he's icon status too. This is just separate the actor, character, charismatic, had really great lines. Was also one that felt the more like everyone else felt like super strong, but I felt like he was flawed in the way that he was going about things, which was going to set him up for failure. But he ultimately did like trap them and put them in a position where they didn't have any other choice but to like destroy themselves.
Yeah, I agree. I think that like of all the villains, I think Zankou came the closest to like truly defeating the Charmed Ones. Like we had to do the most to beat him than we did for everyone else. I would argue even including Billie and Christy, even though like that ultimately ended with like we were evenly matched and we had the hollow and we were just like
because besides like the source, which was like a big plan, I think his plan was the next biggest. Because he had time to set it up. He killed Kira, like he was one, and he also worked with us to defeat another person. So we kind of were like really lost as to how we can feel about him. We thought we were safe, but no, he came back. So I think Zankou was really good for his season.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that he was a fantastic villain, very memorable villain, and I think that he really made sense as a like next step up from the avatars in season 6 or 7. Sorry.
All right, guys, this is us. This is us.
So shall we look at our list now?
And do we make any
changes?
Anything that you just don't feel right with? Oh, wait. Let me look at mine. I was looking at yours. Let me look at mine. Ooh. What can I change?
I'm still feeling like maybe I panned Leo a little bit.
I'm feeling the Leo guilt too.
Because he was such a big part of the show. I do think that he definitely he made some decisions that were kind of questionable. And he was like definitely going through it for a point, but he's also like the ultimate love for Piper.
Tony says, thank you guys. This show was a big part of my life. A light and dark for you. These are characters, but for me, they are family. Oh, that's so sweet.
That is really sweet.
Yeah, don't worry. They're becoming family for us too. So we totally understand. David Brooks says, could you guys start reviewing horror movies too? Guess what? We do. We have like around 90 reactions, even more on Patreon of horror movies. We actually release them quite frequently, and horror TV shows as well. So please go check those out. Katie says, I'm sorry, but Elise, icon. She's a human, but could go into a magical situation with the sisters. Not just keep it together, but actually figure out a way to help them with no powers and no knowledge. Honestly, fair. Elise is great. I think
I'm going to put...
I feel like I need to set a rule with myself. Like if I'm going to put Leo up in a thing, I need to switch it with somebody. Just to make it worth it. But should I? Should I set that rule for myself? I actually...
Terrence says, I feel like Elise could have kept the secret. There's a part
honestly,
of me that like wants to think that like Elise... what if Elise secretly knew and just like didn't give a shit? Like she was like, just turn in your column by deadline.
Yeah, honestly, as long as it didn't interfere, it would have been pretty good. I think she would have been able to be fine with everything. These are thinking faces right now.
I know. I struggle so much.
It's bad. We have fun with these rankings, but at the same time, they're so tough. We need to stick by our guns when we feel it. And you know what? I was missing Leo by season 8, and I think he has a lot of character. He means a lot. He's a staple of the show. So, and I honestly don't think. Put him up on iconic status for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna take anybody off? Because I'm honestly,
You're good. You're not gonna switch anyone.
I'm kind of thinking of switching
Everybody.
Leo and Baby Wyatt.
I was thinking the same too. Wait, where are you? Baby Wyatt is iconic. Yeah, I think I was doing it too.
I'm gonna put Baby Wyatt.
I was
on
thinking
here.
Baby Wyatt too. He is iconic, but I mean, like, Leo is a staple of the entire show. He produced you. He helped. Put Wyatt for me over. So the boys are all together. I think just so you know, Grimlocks and Evil Wyatt would be up here.
Yeah.
By the way, so like for me, Grimlocks and Evil Wyatt are on iconic status for me. So for anybody thinking about that just pretend the pictures are there. Anyone else? No, I think this makes sense for me. If I just clip this and just took Book of Shadows, this all makes sense to me. Sure. How much to move Leo back down? Damn. Okay. I think this is it.
I feel good about this.
I feel good about this. Again, guys, feel free to let us know who you would change. We would love to know. And oh my god, I got something in my throat. I'm gonna have to drink more tequila.
It's rum.
Rum. I thought you put tequila.
No.
I guess that just makes sense.
Yeah, I was going to make a tequila drink and then I changed my mind. Carback says, "Oh boys, can we react to the recently leaked season 8 bloopers? Probably for cast and crew only. Together on stream. It's 7 minutes long and 0 copyright issue."
7 minutes long. Do you know how long 7 minutes are? Is it on? It's on YouTube. Well, hold on. We haven't even gone to our season,
Yeah, so we
so
still need to
let's
do our
do
season
our season stuff because that's what we have planned.
Do you want to take a short break just to screenshot these so that we don't lose them?
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, relax, everybody, and we will be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
Be right back. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. We are back.
We're back.
Hi. We are back to rank the seasons. We are very excited to do this. All
right. I have my list up.
I am having my list up too.
Tony says, hey, the house and the book, they were characters too. Don't forget about them. And the grandpa's clock. Oh my God, that clock that got destroyed so many times.
Oh my God, yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Okay, do you want to go first?
Yes. So I'm pretty sure that my last season is season 5. I want to like preface all of our season rankings to say that like there aren't really any seasons that are stinkers for me. That every season had some good episodes, but when I'm looking at like the totality of all of them, I think season 5 feels the silliest to me and has the fewest redeeming factors to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm putting it here.
Fair. For number 8, I'm going to pick. Oh, the music went out. I'm gonna pick season 8. I think there are just so many more redeeming qualities in the other seasons that I found a little bit more charming. Even though season 8 has the finale, which is such a great episode, the last 2 episodes, I just found a little bit more things that I can defend in the other seasons. This one, even though the plot line was pretty linear, it was pretty simple. There was a lot of episodes where it kind of really like dragged down a little bit more than the rest, in my opinion. So I feel like even though I did have a good time compared to the rest of them where there was like so much more charm to them, I felt like there were some things missing, especially like characters like Darryl, characters like Leo. There was a lot taken out from him. Even though the core was about sisters, I just felt like there was a lot missing that made charm. So I think I'm going to keep mine an 8 as the last.
All right. Number 7 for me is season 2.
Okay.
And this is really just here because I feel like as I look back on them, and I do have notes for each of the seasons. So I think like season 2 felt like we were still in the monster of the week, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And we were still figuring ourselves out as witches. And I personally wish that we had had a little bit more of a like longer arc to the season, like a big bad that we were fighting consistently.
Yeah, it kind of was just like the same as the first.
And I was kind of missing that a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm putting it here. Again, I'm not saying season 2 is bad by any means.
You good?
Yes, I'm good.
Season 7. Spot 7 is going to go to it's going to go to season 2 as well. I think, and this is not like knocking it, I just think it is more kind of more the same as the first season, in my opinion. Again, in rewatches, this could change for both of us. I think this could change. I think it's still fun seasons. I think there's lots of good episodes in it, but in the grand scheme of things, as to everything that we're seeing as a whole, I do think that 2 doesn't resonate to me as much as I wanted it to. In comparison to other seasons, just like you said, there are just other seasons where like the topics hit me a lot closer than season 2 did, but I still had fun with it.
I also personally think that season 2 had like the weakest finale episode.
Oh, true.
It was like
true.
the least memorable. It did kind of feel like it felt like a middle season.
Yeah.
All right. Then in 6th place, I'm gonna put season 8 here. Because I do really feel like season 8 needed a little bit more of a cohesive direction to it, because we did have the Billie and Christy storyline, and honestly, the reason that this is in 6th place and not in 8th for me is because I really I liked Billie's character, and I liked how this was really like a passing the torch kind of season.
Yeah.
Where like with Paige like making a lot of these silly mistakes added like a lot of friction between the sisters. But I feel like with this, like they still, there were points where they were like, oh, Billie, but it was like, it really felt a little bit different for me because this was a witch that they were really like all teaching from the beginning. But there were also some things that I really didn't love about this season, like especially the second half of the season. Some of the ways that we were closing the the main characters' personal arcs felt a little rushed. Like I wish that we had been able to flesh that out a little bit more. And Christy was like a very hateable villain.
Yeah, which I guess like it does the job.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that here for me.
For 6?
Yes.
Okay, for 6 for me, I kind of want to put season 5. Season 5 for me, one, iconic Paige hair. I love the orange on Rose McGowan. I think she was great. I do agree with it. I do see that there was like lots of sisterly bond for these seasons, and I do agree with that. I think this season in particular focused on a lot of like sisterhood with them, but I do think it leaned a lot more to the fantastical, a lot more into the animated silly plots, the superhero. The Leprechauns were introduced in this season, which was really great. I love Seamus. But as I said before, I think I just lean into the ones where they have a lot more heaviness to them. There's a lot more depth to them, which I think I lean more into, and I think that's why I think this is kind of more at the bottom half of my ranking. I do enjoy everything that they do, like character wise. I at some point actually forgot that Cole was still in this season, but they do vanquish him again in this one. But I think it was gotten to a point with Cole where I was like struggling because I just felt like, oh my god, like we're really pushing him down. I mean, he had great performances in this season, but I also struggled with the fact that like they're just keeping him going here, and I'm like, we gotta let him go. He's not doing well, guys. And they're starting to make his character become this
almost a liability.
Yeah, and I felt like, oh, I wanted him to go off more on a high note than he did, which is why I think in season 7 he had a great closure aspect to them.
Yeah.
The superhero one, I really liked. I liked the mermaid one. The mermaid was a good like a two-parter. This was also with like the two-parters as well. So there was a lot of like lightheartedness in this one where I kind of like to lean more into the demons, monsters, and darkness of it all. You know?
Yeah. All right. So I think 5th for me. Let me consult my list again.
Mm-hmm.
5th for me is gonna be season 6. I do enjoy the season. I love Chris. I love what he brought to the show. I love that like some of the overall themes of like the sisters here were like trying to find fulfillment with their lives and like connecting with their purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Phoebe having empathy that kind of made sense with her character and the way that she was connecting with people through the Ask Phoebe column. And you had Paige who was getting back into social work and using it for her for like her desire to help people through being a white lighter. I think that there was a lot of good stuff this season.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not much higher because I think that we still could have had some more cohesion with the
Did
plot.
you put season 4 by accident?
Oh, did I?
I think that's a complete 4th season.
Oh, okay. Then I must have. Yeah. So
that's a 6th. Wait, is that the 6th season? Yeah, that's the sixth season.
I forgot which order they were in. Sorry,
Guys.
I did mean season 6. Thank you for calling that out. Because the text is really small on here for me.
Yeah. You good?
Yes, I'm good.
5. I'm gonna give it to season 7. Wait, no, is the fifth place? Yeah, season 7. Season 7. Okay, I gotta put it out there. When we were going to season 7, so many people were like, "It's awful." And maybe this is why I guess I was more open to it. But many people were like, "It's awful. The show jumps shark." Or actually, kind of a lot of people said it for season 5 and on, and how negative they were towards these later seasons. Season 7 was actually pretty exciting for me. I love the Zankou storyline. I loved Kira. I loved the whole idea of I love the beginning part with like Barbas and like the floating head, even though that was like very silly, but I thought that was pretty iconic and pretty funny, and I was glued to my screen. I actually, even though like it was complicated and it annoyed me sometimes with Leo like turning to the dark side and then finally like getting a chance where we can be satisfied. We're being like, I told you so about the avatars. The avatar section, even though it wasn't as menacing, it was a very interesting plot to like dive into.
Yeah.
And I really liked going into that aspect and seeing like what would happen if everything was fine, and having to work with Zankou at the same time to like defeat them and bring them down, putting the elders really in their place during that whole section. I really liked this season. I thought this was really entertaining. So like at this point, even though for me it's not the strongest, I do like so many things in this season. That's why it's like kind of now diving into like the really good area that I'm starting to really like these seasons, as opposed to the other ones. But this one, I think it still had very strong moments, even for like a 7th season of a show. I think it managed to really like grip me, and maybe it's because they were doing a lot to like pull us in every direction. There was just something about it that I think I find charming.
Yeah. And so 4th for me, it's going to be season 1. And really only because I like the remaining seasons a little bit better. I love season 1. I love like there's just like something so nostalgic to me about this very beginning of the season, or the very beginning of the show, I should say. And like the sisters like learning how to be witches, learning how to live together, rebuilding that sisterly bond that became so evident later on in the seasons, that like there were a lot of times where we found ourselves saying these really feel like sisters, and this season was so foundational in that. So, you know, I really liked this season, and of course this like it introduced us to their mom and Grams.
Yeah,
we got the beginning of the Leo romance, and like just the magical handyman of it all. Really loved. So I'm putting this in my 4th spot.
Okay, my 4th spot is going to be season 6. Which is really funny because I had so much beef with Chris, but there's something about this season that had me hooked. I was like fighting with Chris, but like so many things were being kept secret. Leo was at his toughest here. He was not giving up on the fact his fight with Chris, and Chris had me so worked up that when we actually saw all his story and who he really was, I was taken aback and completely switched and was like, I get it now. I totally get it. I know I've been hearing that the fandom hates the introduction of Magic School. Did you discuss the Magic School part already?
Oh no, I didn't really discuss Magic School at all. Because
you had season 6.
Yeah,
right?
I had season 6 already. I think Magic School overstayed its welcome a little bit.
I do think so too. I think in season 6 it was a great idea introduced. I was very like, what's going on? And I don't know, maybe if it would have worked better if it just ended this season in season 6. But I thought that was interesting. I love the episode with like the headless horsemen, and they were all, their heads were like knocked off. The Chris storyline was epic. I loved going to the future. I loved seeing adult Wyatt. The fact that Wyatt himself turns evil. That whole episode was super gaggy. The ending, the scene between Leo and Chris and having to really tell each other goodbye and seeing his son die in front of him was very traumatic. I love that this was pretty much Leo's way to step up. I thought there were just so many interesting things. The only downside of it not being like a perfect season, and I think it's a big downside, which makes me kind of flip-flop between season 7 and season 6, is the fact that the sisters are not as forward as possible, as much. This is very much the Chris, Wyatt, and Leo season. And I think someone said in our comments that it was because I think Holly Marie Combs got pregnant again. Correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe that was season 7. I don't know. But like they weren't like, it just needed to shift a little bit.
Yeah.
So I totally get that. But I really like the transition also at the end of season 5 into season 6 and having to find out like what's gonna happen with this guy, this Chris kid. And so a lot of it I think were standout episodes for me. I think it flowed really well.
Yeah, I agree with you. Number 3 for me is season 7. I really like this season because I love the big overarching like build up of the avatars and especially of Zankou at the end.
Oh yeah.
I think that this season could have been the final season and would have felt like a natural end to this show.
Because in a way they kind of like got what they wanted. They separated themselves from the magic world.
Yeah, which especially Piper, but even by the end of season 7, I think like we were really reaching a climax where the girls were just finding it too difficult to live their like professional lives of what they wanted to do and be and still be witches. And Zankou really just forced their hand by being so powerful and following up from defeating the avatars with them by just stepping in and being like, all right, now it's my turn, like y'all better be ready. Excuse me. I really enjoyed season 7 a lot, and like I feel good putting it up here in my number 3 slot.
Number 3 for me, and I totally see it. That totally makes sense. Spot 3 for me is going to be season 1. I love this season. I can't wait to rewatch this season. I think this gives me like ultimate witchy vibes. A lot of it feels very fall-like, even though they're in San Francisco, but like just them starting it out, learning things, getting used to them. They're getting used to each other and growing together. I love the episode with their family and they finally get to they see their mom and Grams, and that was so emotional. The fact that like we had this whole setup with Andy, and Andy then dies at the end because they're trying so hard to save him and they just can't, and they lost their first like innocent that meant a lot to them, and they tried really hard. I loved all of it. The chemistry between the cast, and it just has a different feeling. Carback said this really well. It's a cozy feeling, and I think that's what I like. If I'm gonna get something that it's just like Monster of the Week kind of thing, it is season 1. I think it's the foundation, and I think it's a perfect way to kind of get something comfortable in your system, and I think that's why I just gravitated so much. And and the introduction of Leo and just how that relationship flourishes. And I actually don't mind the whole earthquake location. Quake location. I prefer P3, but there's a little charm about the old school Quake that makes me feel great.
Yeah. All right, so we are at our top 2, and I don't think it's a surprise that season 3 and season 4 are in the contenders.
Yeah.
Here. So
you're gonna go into talk about your last one, or do you want to just talk about it together?
I think, and because we've done this with the other rankings too, I think I would like to talk about these together. So I'll
that's too.
Both. So for me, it is season 4 is first, followed really closely by season 3. I love both of these seasons. I'll start with season 3. I think like this chart had really found its footing. It was getting darker. We had a big bad that we were fighting against with the source that was just throwing like lots of different demons at us and trying different things and like being creative. And I feel like the sisters at this point, they're like their sister dynamic and chemistry was there. They had it. Like this was an amazing season. And like you could really tell that they were finding themselves as witches, and they were really starting to figure out who they were supposed to be. Piper had P3 and that was going great. Phoebe was going back to school and kind of starting to reach her dreams a little bit from, you know, our original introduction to her in season 1, where she was kind of framed as like the youngest sister who had maybe lost her way a little bit and needed a little direction. And by this point she found it. She knew what she was doing. And we got this gave us a lot of the culmination of both the Piper and Leo, like their romance and coming together and getting married and like starting their life. Mm-hmm. And Phoebe also meeting Cole and starting her first like big romantic arc with Cole. And so I really loved season 3, but I think season 4 edges it out for me a little bit because of the introduction of Paige. I think for me, Paige really completes the sisters. Like I am very sad that we lost Prue at the end of season 3. But I think that like season 4 is really like we did such a good job of introducing a new character. Still, did we lose you? Oh no.
We're starting to lose you guys, but everybody cast a spell so that way we're still here. Yes, something's happening. Can you hear us?
Yeah, hold on. Let's not touch anything. Yeah, we know our audio's going.
It's like going, Christy. What's like the big thing? Do you want to check the task manager?
So I'm worried that if I do anything, I'm gonna like the computer's gonna crash.
It's probably gonna crash anyways.
Yeah.
It's gonna crash. Okay, if you hear me, if our live stream turns off, because it could, we're gonna make a separate live stream just to end the live. Okay?
Yes.
We are having tech issues, so if our stream ends, just know that we'll create a second one momentarily after it shuts down.
All right, so it sounds like you can still hear us. Let me...
The source is up to the stream. Don't press end. What are you doing?
Opening a task manager.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry, everybody. Hold on.
Okay. You can exit that. We are still here.
We are still here.
We're just looking to see if maybe something is causing it. Would you like to play a game?
Yeah, we're still lagging a little bit.
Yeah, it's like we're slow. I wish we could, but it's something with our system. It's like it's a computer lagging. The only way that we can do is to shut off the stream.
Yeah, we might have to just to.
Great. Well, we have to get back in here and maybe we can save. I don't know. Oh, the music is like slowly getting there.
Let me take a picture of it just in case.
All right, guys, we're going to make another stream so that way we can restart correctly. All right.
We may just need to either restart our computer or restart our stream. So
yes. So we will end here and we will be back momentarily.